Hi, this is Derek with OfficeForNewbies.com, and today we're going to go over how you can generate random numbers in Excel. There's two really easy functions that we're going to work with. We'll start with the easier one, and then we'll do the one that's a little more complicated. As an example, I've got a list of names here. These are just sorted alphabetically by first name. And what we want to do in this practice example is just to randomly sort these. So what we can do is create a random number in this column and then just sort the numbers based on that. So what we want to do is we'll just put in our formula, rand between, that's a random number, and you can see it returns a random number between the numbers you specify. So for this, we'll just put in 0 and 1,000. Whoops, 1,000. Okay. It's going to give us a number, and we'll just, you can either drag this down or just double click here to fill in the whole column. Now what we're going to do is we're going to practice our sorting skills, so I'm just going to select the whole table. We'll go under the Data tab and then Sort. Now we've got our columns labeled, so if you didn't have your columns labeled you would uncheck this, but we do. We've got headers, so we're going to leave it checked. We're going to click Sort Order, and we're going to sort A to Z. Now what happens is every time Excel runs a calculation, it recalculates the random number. So these are going to actually sort in random number, but then they're going to recalculate, so it's going to appear that they're not in ascending order, even though we've set it that way. So we're going to go Sort Order, smallest to largest. And you can see we now have a random order for the names. So that's the first way. Again, the formula is rand between. If you click this little FX here, you'll get this pop-up, and it can give you a little more description as to each of the parameters, but you just put in your bottom number and your top number, and it will return an integer. Now, the other one that's a little more complicated is this is the way you used to have to do it in Excel. Rand. It gives you a random number between, what does it say, between 0 and 1. So what you used to have to do was multiply this by your top number that you wanted. So say we want random numbers between, let's see, 1 to 100. We would do random times 101 minus 1. And because the rand is a number between 0 and 1, it's going to multiply that times 101 and then subtract 1 from it. So that will give us numbers between 0 and 100. Oh, and of course, so we can round that off if we want to. But you can do this the exact same way, and it will work for you. The other thing you can do is just do, if you're purely sorting by this random number, is just use this all the way down, and you can sort everything that way. So again, that's a quick way to use random numbers to help sort any list completely randomly. This is Derek Chamberlain with OfficeForNewbies.com. If you like this video, please subscribe and like it. Thanks for watching.